Hey, welcome back to YouTube and welcome to the longer version in the state of New Mexico. So welcome to YouTube, okay? All right, so let's talk about the fundamentals again. Well, we know New Mexico is what? It's a tax deed state. So in a tax deed state, you're going to be bidding to own the property in the state of New Mexico, okay? And we know how the auction works. Auction works is basically whoever will pay the highest amount will win the property, okay? So New Mexico has all their auctions live or basically in person, okay? So if you're going to go to New Mexico, you're going to have to drive down there and you're going to have to go down there in person. Okay, well, let's give you some of the twists. So in New Mexico, it's the state who handles all the auctions. So what happens is the county, after 3 years of the person not paying their taxes, they will send the list over to the state, okay? And the state will set up the tax sales, all right? So it's not the county who's gonna have the tax sales themselves. They're gonna send in the data, you could say, or the properties that are eligible for the tax sale. But it is the state who is going to have the tax sales. Now, in New Mexico, they've got a huge twist, which is kind of unique. When the auction happens, you're going to be bidding to own the property. We know that. But none of the mortgages, none of the judgments, anything that is on title will not be wiped out. Will not be wiped out, okay? So make sure you put that in your calendar that when you show up in the state of New Mexico, that you are going to be bidding to own the property, but everything that is attached to the property is yours, okay? So it's kind of a unique situation there in the state of New Mexico. I want to throw that out to you. Okay, now also, in the state of New Mexico, the counties do not offer payment plans if you become delinquent in your taxes, okay? So if you're delinquent in your taxes, you got to pay, and you got to pay your penalties and your interest, all right? Because they will not set up a payment plan, and if you're delinquent those 3 years, you're going to go over to the state, and the state will have the auctions. Now, the auctions are very simple, okay, how the auctions work. The auctions will basically say, okay, whoever will pay the highest amount will win the auction, all right? So, it's your responsibility, okay? Now, I'll tell you basically very briefly, if you type into Google, okay, and you type in New Mexico tax sales, New Mexico tax sales, it will come up with a website. And the website will give you the counties, when and where they're going to be having their tax sales. Okay, so at least they will give you the data, or they'll give you the information about the property. Okay, so if you go to Google, type in tax sales, New Mexico tax sales, okay, and you will find the New Mexico state list of the counties that are going to be having their tax sales, where they're going to be located, the times, and they'll give you a lot of the rules and regulations of the auction too, okay? So that is very helpful, okay? Is that you're able to do your proper research, and you're able to print everything out, and you're able to read everything to know what is required of me if I want to go down there in person to register, okay? Because some of the times the counties, or you can say the states, will charge you a, an application fee or a paddle fee, which will be non-refundable, okay? So you got to make sure you know that some of the counties may charge you fees when you want to go down there and bid, okay? And of course, they're going to ask you for proof of identity. So either your driver's license, your passport, or something showing who you are, okay? And you'll have to fill out your W-9, which is your name, social security number, birth date, information. So if you do acquire a property or anything like that, they can report that to the government that you own the property, okay? So just to give you a little heads up there, okay, that you as the investor have to do some homework. Now, the good thing about it is when they post the rules and regulations, they'll usually post the parcel number. Now, when you want to do your research, you've got to do it by the county level. So you're going to have to go to the assessor's website of the county. So remember, the state handles the auctions, but the research is got to do it with the county that's having the auction, okay? So they'll give you the parcel number, and you'll have to go into the county website, under the assessor's website. You'll have to punch in the parcel number, and you can get some great information there, okay? So I just want to give you that information. That's in the state of New Mexico, all right? So remember, they got that little twist there, okay? That when you buy the property, everything will stay with the property. So you got to make sure you do your homework very diligently, okay? All right, guys, hope you liked the video, all right? If you do, please like us, share the video, and remember, if you want, go to taxsalessuccess.com, taxsalessuccess.com. We got some free downloads for you, some free videos and everything. And keep following us, okay? We'll give you some more great information in the tax sales. And remember, what's our motto once again? You're one step away from your dreams coming true in the tax sales. So until next time, we'll see you then.